She had come up with all sorts of self-esteem building exercises for me to do in my free time. One was to put a sign on my vanity mirror that said, "You are beautiful," and read it aloud every time I was in the bathroom. Another was to make a list of everything I found attractive about myself. The exercises were silly to me, and though I had tried them a few times, they didn't seem to be improving anything. The best confidence boost I got was having Garret by my side, but even that wasn't enough to make me want to get naked for him. "Don't give up on yourself. These things take time," she gave encouragement. "I have an assignment for the both of you. Every time you go to bed together, I want you to change something that exposes your body more to him." I cringed at the thought. As it was, I forced Garret to move around blindly in the dark when we made love, and the places on my body that I'd allow him to touch were limited. "Like what?" I asked, trying to keep the displeasure from my voice. "Is there a dimmer switch in the bedroom?" "No, but I can have one installed," Garret said quickly. "Good. I want you to work with changing the light setting in the room each time you have sex. Adjust it a little bit at a time so that the room is brighter with each time that you're together." "All right," he nodded enthusiastically. "Also, I want you to start letting him touch you, even if it makes you uncomfortable." Dr. Iserman's voice was stern again. "Take things slow, maybe one body part at a time." She turned her attention back to Garret. "And you should give her encouragement. Tell her what you're feeling and why you want to touch her." When were we going to get to his issues? I grumbled internally. This was only our second group therapy session together, and I already felt like they were all about me. "Can we talk about him now?" I blurted out. "We could, but most of his issues get covered in our one-on-one sessions. Garret has made great progress. It's you that I'm worried about. Is it true that he hasn't even been to your apartment yet?" Oh, God, not this too. "Yes," I replied between gritted teeth. "Why hasn't he seen where you live yet?" Her straightforwardness was unnerving, but I suppose that's what he paid her for. "Because it's kind of ghetto," came my honest response. "Then why don't you move?" "Because my lease isn't up for another 3 months, and I'm not made of money." Rich assholes. They acted like everyone in the world had $1 billion to blow. Did they actually think I would stay where I was if I could afford to move? The session was quickly making me grumpy. I worried that I had touched a nerve with her, but she just stared at me blankly. "Well, I'm sure Garret would like to see it anyway." "Yes, I would," he agreed. And I felt my heart sink at the prospect of having to show him my tiny little efficiency that faced a busy highway. I clammed up for the rest of the session, angry that it was all about me and what I needed to fix to make our relationship better. Apparently, his trust issues were resolved simply by taking me on as a girlfriend and staying with me. It didn't quite seem fair. I was never happier when she left and we were alone together. "Well, that was a productive session." Garret stretched. "Was it?" I glared at him unintentionally. "So, do you want to start working on those exercises she gave us?" A mischievous grin crossed his face as he threw his arms around me, and I couldn't help but smile. Being with Garret was a dream come true. He was smart, funny, sexy. I felt horribly bad that I couldn't give him the type of sexual relationship he deserved. "Yeah, let's get to work." I looked over my shoulder to give him a kiss. Garret led me to the bedroom and backed me up until I was seated on the bed. Enthusiastically, I lifted his t-shirt to grab his belt buckle. He placed a hand on top of mine, stopping me before I could get to his zipper. "Get naked for me first," he suggested. "Turn off the light." "Why?" "We're supposed to be taking things slow, remember?" I giggled at him as I lowered his zipper with one fell swoop. "Patience isn't one of my virtues," Garret admitted.